Hey guys, welcome back from spring break. Today's Monday, April 27th. I hope everybody is doing well, that you guys took some time to finish up anything that you needed to for any of your classes, and also took some time just to reflect and have some self-care because goodness knows we all need it. I miss you guys. I hope that you're here and ready to go for the week. This is our last week of Unit 5 before we move on to doing some other things for the rest of the school year. So I wanted to just make sure that we're putting our professional portfolio together prior to break. You guys should have completed your resumes or at least uploaded a resume that you previously had. Today we're actually going to take a look at a cover letter. So keep that in mind. Some of you have probably never written a cover letter, but we're going to get into exactly what it is and the things that you'll need. So today you're going to be needing the template that's attached into your Google Classroom. Each of you will have your own copy, and then you'll also need to just watch this video for some additional information. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to actually share my screen. We're going to watch a quick video about what a cover letter is because they do a better job at it and is a little more entertaining than if you were just to listen to me. All right, so here we go. Thanks so much. All right, so I'm on Indeed.com. Those of you guys who have not looked for jobs, this is a really good job resource site for you. They're gonna have lots of different articles and things like that, but also you can start to look for a new job there. And a lot of companies within the Springfield area are hiring. So if you are looking to get in on a summer job, or if you know that you're gonna go right into the career and job service field, as soon as you graduate, then this is a really good resource for you. Again, it's Indeed.com. And they have an app too, so you can have job updates and stuff like that on a quick daily basis. All right, so this is gonna tell you a little bit, this video will tell you a little bit about what a cover letter is and how to actually write it.
This is my resume, and here's its best friend, the one-page cover letter, aka its wingman. Together they work wonders, because what the cover letter does is set up the resume by highlighting what makes you a great fit for the job. It shows your personality with 3 concise paragraphs that should be readable in around 10 seconds or less. So, how do you write a cover letter? Let me walk you through one, literally. Let's say you're applying for an engineer job. Don't forget your header, date, name, address, contact info, all that jazz. Kick it off with a greeting to address the hiring manager. If you can, find out their name. If you can't, stick with this. The attention getter, the opening paragraph. Introduce yourself and enthusiastically tell the employer why you're applying for the job. Include why you're excited and how the job lines up with your career goals. Avoid sounding formulaic by adding keywords from the job posting. The middle paragraph. Dig into your most relevant experience and talk about the specific qualifications and skills that make you the perfect candidate. Oh, and feel free to pause and read when you need to. I've only got so long. Where was I? Right. Make connections between your previous accomplishments. Employers will likely have read your resume already, so avoid repeating the bullet points. Instead, deeply illustrate those highlights. To close the curtain, thank the employer. You can also make any clarifications, for example, any major gaps in employment history. Then, provide a complimentary close and signature that's friendly yet formal, followed by your name. Well, I think that's everything. Remember that the smallest moves are sometimes the smartest. Like and subscribe for more tips.
Okay, so hopefully you guys got something out of that. There was basically 3 major parts into what the cover letter is. Of course, you're gonna have your name, the date, and contact information in the upper left-hand corner of the cover letter itself. The first paragraph is just introducing yourself, telling a little bit about yourself and your experience and why you have what's led you to apply for this job, essentially. That's where you're really gonna have an opportunity for the hiring manager to be interested in you. If it's something really boring or too long-winded, then they're less likely to read further into your cover letter. And then the next part is actually talking more specifically about your experience and accomplishments. So if you have worked in the healthcare services industry, for instance, and you were able to build relationships with patients and families in order to make sure that their care was at a higher level, then that's something that you would want to mention. If you worked at a restaurant, then maybe you talk about how you had to communicate well between the front of house staff and back of house staff as a hostess or busser or whatever it might be. So that's really where you want to focus in on that session. And then the last part is really just wrapping up more of some of your experience and why you're wanting the job, and then thanking them for their time for reading it. So what I did, and I'm gonna switch back to sharing my screen, is I actually created a template for you. So if you guys can pull this up from the Google Classroom, you'll see the same thing that I have, and everybody should have a copy of this. As always, anything that's just specific to you, I put your in red. Those are things that you have to change. And then the rest of the stuff is just a quick outline, just like from the video. So you'll have your salutation and greeting, the opening paragraph where you're going to introduce yourself more. Your middle paragraph is like the pitch, right? So it's talking about your experience and qualifications and why you're the best candidate for this, from that 3rd floor ride up to the 8th floor ride. Then that's your pitch. That's really where you're going to focus your attention. And then the last part is your closing paragraph, right? That's really easy and quick, and just telling them thanks so much for giving me the time, and I look forward to hearing from you. And then the last part is just your normal formal closing. So sincerely or respectfully. You don't want it to be too informal where you're like, you know, warmly, because you don't really know them, or something even less professional than that, like a peace out. Definitely stick with the ones that are listed there. So your job today is to start to get that formatted out. For later this week, you guys are actually going to be looking at a job posting or for yourselves, and I'll do one as a job posting for that could be applicable for any of you as well. And then you guys will write a cover letter for that specific job. But this is going to be to kind of just do a general one, and then we'll go and build off of that from there. Okay. All right. So we're trying to get this to stop sharing. Bear with me for just a moment. It's given us a time. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to stop the video here at this point, and just so you know, and I apologize you can't see me, I'm not sure what's going on with the screen itself, but do me a favor, make sure that you are getting started on this. If you haven't already, get that resume into me so that way I can check that off, review it and edit it, and then get that in for a grade for you. But otherwise, that's all I have for you today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Humanities and senior seminar sessions have been changed Tuesday and Thursdays now from 10:30 to 11:30. You guys are welcome to pop in whenever you want, because it's pretty much the same group of folks that'll benefit from either of those. And we can go back and forth with that as long as that's okay with everybody in the chat. So anyhow, I hope you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.